Hello everyone! We'll have a new episode of Let's Talk. This time we'll make a tier list of the SoloQ Defender operators. The video was published on the 4th October. Members and some patrons had early access. Make sure to put the corresponding subtitles. We won't have a big intro as in the previous video, but for it, check out the top right corner or the description to check the SoloQ attack operators. Some main things about the SoloQ. Picking operator is preference on the SoloQ and SoloQ is mostly based on team deathmatch, playing in the mindset of 1 versus 5. That means the better your gun and your gadget is to let your win your gunfights, the better. Definition of SoloQ. You can rely on your teammates or you don't know if you can rely, like the first round of the match. Also, from S to B, operators are very solid to SoloQ. C tier are just okayish, and D tier is a no-no. With that being said, S tier. Legion, Ela, and Valkyrie. A tier: Vigil, Jaeger, Alibi, Mazi, Goyo. B tier: Mute, Pulse, Maestro, Kapkan, Frost, Bandit, Caveira, Smoke. C tier: Doc, Rook, Mira, Kaid, Echo, and Warden. And D tier: Tachanka, Clash, and Castle. Reasons behind each tier. S tier Legion. His gun as well as his gadget is awesome. You can lock down a big part of the map, like most of the cafe's top floor with just several good mines. And then your whole floor is your playground. You have also two impacts which is your best and the most reliable friend after good mines. Ella. Ella is a very similar to Legion. With her Grismot mines that when placed well cannot be destroyed, you can lock down a big part of the area. And if you know how to force your gunfights into CQB, her Scorpio is outstanding. You definitely don't want to engage enemies in the larger CQB fights. Valkyrie. With Valkyrie, you can use these cameras to feed your own intel to get the kills. Numerous of examples, starting off with the running outside to get the easy frags, or you can play inside and use intel to know if you can flank, or if there is someone nearby, and more. And having the right cameras, your team, and mostly you will benefit from it. A tier Vigil. Vigil was not put in the S tier mostly because only 3 operators are allowed to be S or D tier. Vigil's both primary and secondary guns are awesome. SMG-12 or CZ, whichever you take, they are very deadly machines in the CQB, whereas Kai 1A is a deadly pretty much everywhere, but as most of the defenders, keep your fights as closer as possible. His gadget allows him to play in the blind spots, dumb spots, or even spots that drones cannot fill the Vigil's bars. Check out the top right corner to check the Ultimate Vigil guide. Also the best friend of a roamer in IPA grenades. Jaeger. Jaeger brings one of the most important utility for the defender, but that utility won't be used for you most of the time. However, he's the only defender with a assault rifle, which is very good weapon, and he's a free speed. Even if his gadget is useless in 1 versus 5 game mode, his gun makes it up for him. Mozi. Mozi is similar to the Alibi, has a pocket shotgun which allows you to open hatches, which is essential for roaming, as well as making vertical line of sight. Mozi also brings great guns and great gadgets to deny the intel and even use that intel for yourself, if possible. Due to the flexibility of his gadget, you can literally not allow drones to drone you out. Alibi, pocket shotgun, mediocre gun, mostly bullet sponge, but impact grenades. Well, Alib is the first operator in this list that has a pocket shotgun for the vertical destruction and impact grenades for the horizontal destruction available, with okay loadout and useful gadget if used correctly. More about her will be in her ultimate video. Goyo. With the Goyo shield, you can make a bunker for yourself in the most situations and maybe use the first shield as an alert signal if attackers are coming, similar to the Ella's Grismot mines. To take Vector or the shotgun, it is really up to you. Consider that with the shotty, you can destroy the hatches. B tier Mute. Mute is more of an operator to help roamers rather than to roam with him. His loadout is very good, but just okay if SoloQ. Shotgun is meh and you will usually be using SMG-11 for longer and shorter fights. His gadget is similar but less flexible than Mozi, but still does the same job, not letting attackers to drown you out. Pulse. Pulse is, well, UMP. This gadget is really good for SoloQ. You're getting the live intel about your surrounding. But UMP. Maestro. As much as Maestro is usually an anchor, and as you can see, I didn't want to put any usual anchor operator in the B tier or higher, his LMG is just love. If you like his LMG, you'll be really nuts. Kapkan. Kapkan gadget is very similar to Ella, but he's not as flexible and you cannot deny some entrances with him. Where there are no doors, like on the bank's printer room, his gun is actually very good. All in all, Kapkan brings solid gadget with a solid gun for solo queuing. Frost. She's very similar to Kapkan. Actually, she has the same reasons, but her gun is a bit more worse, but she brings a bit more flexibility with the traps. Bandit. His gadget won't help you in the SoloQ TDM experience. Will help to hold the objective, don't get me wrong. The only reason I have put him here is because of the free speed and somewhat okay guns, still bullet sponge. Caveira. She brings shotgun, impact, and stress for attackers, therefore with the correct plays, or just by letting attackers know Caveira is nearby, you will do a fine job. And very similar to the Alibi, she has the vertical and the horizontal distraction, which is very important for solo queue and roaming. Smoke. When someone mentions smoke, most people immediately think of using babes to stop the plan, which is not fully correct. Also similar to the mute, SMG11 is not. C tier. Dock and Rook. Gadget won't help you in the solo queue experience as other operators' gadget would. However, ACOG could help you, but one speed definitely does not help you. Rook brings impacts and Dock brings steam pistols, so keep that in mind if picking them. Mira, Kai, Deco, and Warden. With these operators, you're stuck in the objective, and that is not what you want to be doing in the solo queue. More about solo queue will be in a specific video. D tier, Tachanka. Useless gadget, mediocre gun, pick Kapkan. Clash. You need at least a reliable teammate to know how to play around her. You also need to know how to play her, and both is very, very hard. But the important thing is, you need a teammate or teammates. Castle. If you're not in a 5 stack, you have usually better options than Castle. Also, UMP. Thank you for watching the video. If you have any feedback, let me know down in the comment section below. If you would like to support me, drop me a like, subscribe and click the notification bell not to miss any video from my channel. Make sure to join my Discord server and to follow me on Twitter.